this whole city were to blow. Try and disarm the explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years. No one is taking this from me. They'll get a charred crater if they try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes to discourage outside intervention.
I should pick up the Arkham Knight's trail.
Remember, you see Batman, shout and charge him. Never fails. Two-Face working together? That's weird. I don't like it.
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted to Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and take over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Miagani Island is rife with militia drones and troops.
Listen up, man. We control the bridges, but Batman can and will adapt. Stay alert. Watch the skies. Whatever else happens tonight, guys, I want you to know this was the best Halloween ever.
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
With the shock. Good. We're gonna need it. Think he's coming? Something here! I don't see anything. I'll check it out. Guys, okay? See anything? Ah! Oh! Hey, what happened to you? There's something moving down there. Nothing there now. Target's on the move! Oh, take it! Three, two, one, burn, Batman! Enemy detected! He's over there! Come on! Oh! Oh! You want this? Someone confirm fighting now! This way! Over here! Looks like he's okay. I'll cover you. Drones engaging. Here.
Homemade.
That drone was no good. It's all no good. Where is he? Keep looking! It's Batman! He's shooting! He's underneath us! In the floor! You can't run from me! Better take it out! If he's over there, he's on us! He's actually dead!
Actually, gonna be like a 20 episode.
You should take better care of yourself, Patsy. There's two of us in there.
Okay. Let's be a little much. Alright, thank you.
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knights militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
There's definitely some kind of creature flying around out there. Keep looking. We need to hold this position. If we lose control of the bridges, Scarecrow will kill us. Not if the Knight kills us first. What's he doing here? I thought the clock tower team was keeping him busy. Enemy detected garden area. Lost sight of target. Near him. You guys okay? See anything? Report! I don't see him. Is it freaking close? Can't get eyes on target. Okay, just... Put together, we can do this! What's wrong? I'm coming for you first! He's using smoke! Hit the floor! Pipe down! Target's mobile! Move on the location! Run, Batman! The uplink is... Sit tight. He'll be back. Burn, Batman! We know you're here! Stop it! You do that again, I'll kill you! Why are you doing this? Please! Leave us alone! Leave me alone! There he is! What did I say? Target's moving! I need help here! He's taking one man. What the hell was that? Tactically, he's still... This way! Over here! Grenade! Lost him! Start checking for men down! Who's that? Ouch. He's getting away! After him! Nothing we can do for him. He's spread out. Get revenge. Three, two, one. Burn! Could have been a rat or something. I got him! We got him!
It's over, hero. Goodbye.
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knights militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
Check on the guy the bat took down. Where is he? On top of the ticket office. I'll keep watch. Look at all these guys. He's picking us off. I can't afford to lose any more men. He's too fast. We don't stand a chance. You're a creature of habit, Batman. Let's see if you can find him. The hell's picking you up from the vantage point. Get a line over there now. Vantage point. He's over there! Come on! What the hell? Get over here! I found someone! I'm gonna check on the side the bat took out. Above the restaurant. Man down over here. What, another? I got him! He's by the garden! Can't run from me! What? What were we thinking? Taking on a bat! Look out! By the uplink terminal.
No! Why am I thinking?
Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knights' men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous. I'm rebooting the network now.
Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear. Is that who I think it is?
Enigma. Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know. It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
When Alfred has rebooted the system, I'll be able to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
Boy, we're not letting no Catwoman die.
They said there was an army out there. They really meant it.
This is Falcon 5. We're tracking a militia tank moving through Bristol. Over.
Riddle me now.
All right, riddle me this, fellas. What do you call it?
I got down.
Riddler has Catwoman. Tell me why.
I left some of those trophies nearby.
We got something. There's a body strung up on a rooftop in Bristol. Over. Damn animal.
Batman? That had better be you. And you...
Keep still. Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself?
Catwoman, mind you guys.
Smash it! Such a gentleman.
What a pair you make. Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy.
Wanna help?
Dark Knight. I have more in store for you than hitting things. No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty, felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom!
You okay?
Well, don't just stand there, Dark Knight. Take that rocket-fueled roadster of yours and make your way to the Cauldron Train Yard. My first test is waiting.
I'll be back soon.
You'll be back right away. Guys like Eddie let me be until I started playing nice with the bat. Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy, this is...
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
Who got himself kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got himself kidnapped. Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death gauntlet. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble. Besides, you can't save all of Barbara. I killed half of her already.
Someone killed, mutilated, and posed a body on Merchant Bridge. If I'm going to stop them, then I need to investigate the crime scene for clues.
man's planning something big. Why else would he team up with Penguin? Selling weapons. We should get some.
Yeah. Oh. Right, I'm back.
Alfred, I found the mutilated body Cash was talking about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect. A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads, Ophelia. The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham.
They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
The killer is mutilating and posing as victims and then putting them on display.
He left opera music playing at the crime scene. He wants them to be found.
A challenge in the Cauldron train yard. Fine, Enigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it. This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
Ah, Detective, you arrived! I thought Catwoman's little predicament might encourage your participation. I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hubcaps would never willingly submit himself to the kind of humiliation I have in store. Yet, here you are, Detective. The humiliation is waiting below. Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivity. Rule the first. What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done. Well done. Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires. Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test. Be ready, Dark Knight. There's more to this test than just going really fast. Careful, Dark Knight. That car has some value, even if you don't. You don't. Can that ramshackle motor handle this? Where did you learn how to drive? Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course?
I'm disabling the afterburner's failsafe. I need the extra speed.
I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes?
No!
Let's Work that undeveloped brain of yours.
Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more!
Now pay attention, detective. Go left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near? You're close, detective. Don't fumble now. Don't fumble now.
I just fumbled it. Here we go. Come on. Maybe I have to. Oh, yeah.
Come now, detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me. One of them won't. Great. I can...
So.
Do you think he's smart enough, Cat?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Come now, Batman. Can't figure out which key she should pick? Which key can't figure out? What's wrong, Catwoman? You're usually...
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say.
Curiosity didn't kill the cat, Batman. You did. Kill the cat. Kill the cat.
How did I get that?
Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me. One of them won't. Great. I can do this.
Right then.
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it. Need it.
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say.
Oh, the collar performed above specifications. Wonderful. Relax, Dark Knight. The ordeal is over. Such a pity the laws of physics prohibit me from testing my non-Euclidean designs. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, Detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet Catwoman must open. And don't get it wrong.
So most of them will kill me. One of them won't. Do this? Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say.
Oh, I got it right.
One down.
Well done to the pair of you. That's the first key collected. Don't expect to be sinking your claws into too many too many more.
Right, no, no, no.
Little push that. Little push that.
Oh, thank you.
Did you really believe that a challenge designed by me, the Riddler, would be quite so easy? Oh, Dark Knight, you sweet, naive sentinel, of course it wouldn't. But now I have several hundred terabytes of performance data relating to the latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. With that in mind, I have prepared for you something a little less knuckle-whitening and rather more brow-furrowing in Chinatown. Hurry on over, Detective, or it won't be curiosity that kills the cat.
Whatever Riddler's built beneath Chinatown, it's not going to stop me.
Well, Dark Knight, eager for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are? These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius. Testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. A trial so elegantly simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective.
Oh no, I gotta be
You know, Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. That's it, Batman. Keep rubbing those two brain cells together and you just might produce a spark. Oh no, Batman. It seems you're far too attached to that fancy tank of yours to solve this one.
Whatever Riddler's built beneath Chinatown, it's not going to stop me.